Elon replied with exactly to a post from Steven Mark Ryan, which explains why Elon Musk is suing OpenAI. It's not for money, it's not for competitive reasons, it's not for ego. It is a principle-based lawsuit because OpenAI has egregiously violated its founding principles and is in direct opposition to them, creating a risk to humanity. It is dangerous and outrageous that a company explicitly created to be open source and not for profit due to risks around AI, therefore decided that the best path forward, deemed to be open source and not for profit, has become the very antithesis. Closed source and for profit. This lawsuit is about humanity. The first thing that comes to my mind when I see the name OpenAI is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. If I didn't know better, I would think the same person named both of these. Now, Sam Altman, the current OpenAI leader, said before, in 2019, betting against Elon is historically a mistake. And he's about to experience that firsthand. Tesla just updated the range of the Model S on his website for the all-wheel drive dual motor version. It went from 405 miles to 402 miles. Before, it just said that's the range, but now it says that's the EPA estimate. We also know that Tesla is about to add a front bumper camera and ambient lighting to the Model S, so probably this is correlated to these changes. As in, Tesla is making a few adjustments to the whole vehicle. Tesla has officially released the Cybertruck Owners and Service Manual. It's online for free. It includes a do-it-yourself guide as well, which shows you how to do some of the basic things like change the air filters. It says to not wash in direct sunlight, do not use windshield treatment fluids. Doing so can interfere with wiper friction and cause a chattering sound. Do not use hot water, detergents, highly alkaline or caustic cleaning ingredients or solvents, specifically those containing hydroxide. It also has a serious warning here. Never spray liquid at a high velocity, for example, if using a pressure washer towards the charge port while Cybertruck is charging. Failure to follow these instructions can result in serious injury or damage to the vehicle, charging equipment, or property. To this day, I feel rather uncomfortable when I go to the supercharger and it's pouring. I don't know. I just always feel like, okay, hopefully this is not it. Omar shared a pretty cool experience. Last night I was driving my Cybertruck and I looked to my left and see a little 3-year-old boy pressed up against the window of his mom's car, staring at the Cybertruck with a look of awe and excitement in his eyes. I knew at that moment he had become an EV fan. The police love the Model Y. Drive Tesla Canada has this whole article about it. The Tesla seems to be very well liked by the officers. It's always the first car selected when members sign in. They even come in earlier to get the car. Despite many who thought the Model Y would be a bad choice for the Canadian police and that it would run out of battery in the middle of a chase, battery life has not been an issue. In fact, during the first year of it being in use, the lowest the battery has gone is 56%, meaning it still could have gone another 250 kilometers before needing a charge, noting the convenience of plugging in after a shift compared to having to stop to refuel, which would happen on duty. The aggregated sales numbers of China's major BEV makers, for which numbers are available, unadjusted numbers suggest a month-on-month decline of 0.7% on a trailing 12-month basis. However, adjusting for the Chinese New Year effect, we can see BEV sales continue to expand, although at a slower rate in February at 0.6%. So EV adoption in China still continues. Waymo was approved by regulators to expand robotaxi services in Los Angeles and San Francisco Peninsula, which I think is actually for Tesla a good thing because these are obviously operated by a LiDAR. But the good part is that regulators are getting used to robotaxis. And so when the time comes for Tesla to deploy its robotaxi fleet, some of the regulatory frameworks will already be in place, accelerating Tesla's robotaxi deployment. Anyway, if you remember earlier, there was a setback for robotaxis due to safety accidents, and there even were protesters. Fisker is talking to Nissan for a lifeline and electric pickup partnership. Yeah, Fisker is likely to go under. And it's not like Nissan is doing amazingly well either. Tesla yesterday posted a flyover of the Giga Berlin, and 6 gigapresses were spotted during that flyover. So potentially the combined annual output is 1 million castings.